for CNA Films and Animation. I'm Alan.
I'm Corey.
Well, it's here! It's here! It's here! It's here! It's the final review of Scooby-Doo. And what are we reviewing?
Shit. We are reviewing shit.
Well, yes, it is Shit the movie, but...
Names are not important because it's the final Scooby-Doo movies. It's Scooby-Doo, The Mystery Begins, and then Scooby-Doo, Curse of the Lake Monster. But
these were both made by Cartoon Network. Why? During Cartoon Network's infamous... Let's go away from cartoons. That's what kids want. So we got this.
Yep.
A live-action Cartoon Network made Scooby-Doo movies.
Yep.
The first one starts before the gang even began.
Mm-hmm. Before they even knew each other even.
Yes.
And high school.
Yep.
And I know what you're thinking, but wasn't there a pup named Scooby-Doo?
It never happened.
Screw that. Nope, never happened.
So you want to think it starts out with Shaggy and Scooby being together for a while. Nope. Scooby is an adult dog who apparently is unadoptable.
Yeah.
From a kennel or something. And he is accidentally dropped out of a truck and he finds his way to Shaggy.
Mm-hmm. And so then they're like, oh, Shaggy's like, oh, you can hang out with me, that's cool. And they become friends, kind of.
Yep. The next day they decide to take him to school disguised as a person.
Which causes them to get kicked off the bus. And because
of a bully.
Yeah, a bully, there's a fight, and they get kicked off the bus.
They get kicked off the bus and they get in school detention. Oh. Fred, Velma, and Daphne also get detention because they were involved in it. The other people who were involved in it are not put in detention, and we never hear of them again.
Yep.
Well, it turns out all of them except for Shaggy have a major interest in mysteries, and well, they stumble upon one while reading in the library.
Mm-hmm.
Where they are attacked by ghosts.
Yeah.
And it's up to these group of kids to join together and see what's behind this mystery and to prove themselves innocent.
Yep. I'm speechless, guys. I'm literally speechless. This movie and its sequel are two of the worst movies I've ever seen. I still hold that Axum is the worst movie I've ever seen, but this is a close second and third. Yeah, these are god-awful.
Yes. A lot of it, they don't even get all the characters right. And it's not like this has been over Hollywoodized. This is Cartoon Network. They've shown every episode of Scooby-Doo there is.
Mm-hmm.
Every TV show.
Yep.
It makes it that much worse that they screwed it up this bad.
Yeah.
They didn't even... Fred, he's not even right.
No, he's a football star who has brown hair and brownish black hair, and is basically just kind of a jock dweeb.
Yeah. Who likes mysteries just so he has something in common with the other characters. That's it.
Daphne and Velma, they're really just kind of there.
Yeah. Daphne, for some reason, is really into theater.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't quite understand that one. Oh, well, And a lot of the movie is about those three
Yeah.
and their bond that they kind of make. And there's a jealousy thing between Velma and, like, she likes Fred, but it doesn't come out and say that. It's weird. Shaggy is just kind of there. They make him out to be, he's 2 years older than them.
Mm-hmm.
He's,
I guess got held back or something.
he got held back twice. They say that.
Okay.
Scooby hardly even has a part in this movie.
Yeah. He's only there to be the cartoon character.
Yeah, and they did his animation really, really poorly.
Now, to Cartoon Network's defense, I will say that it probably was budgeting that caused Scooby-Doo's animation to be terrible.
Well,
But even then,
you would think they would put the money towards his character at least, because, well, it is the title character. He's the one that's going to be put up front. Well, they didn't put much money towards him, so he's pushed to the back. It doesn't work. This is one where the monsters, both of these, the monsters are real.
Mm-hmm.
And the big reveal of what's going on is extremely stupid.
Yes.
The bad guy did it for a stamp.
Mm-hmm.
A stamp that is worth a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but still, it's a stamp. What would you give this one?
0.2.
0.2?
0.2.
You're that generous?
I guess. What would you give it?
I want to give this the worst I can give it, a 0.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 0. Okay, they're acting hit and miss. The comedy is bad. The action is bad. Animation, bad. Characters, wrong. All this from Cartoon Network. As I said before, for a TV station that premieres in Scooby-Doo, that's had Scooby-Doo for years. They show all the episodes.
Yeah, of all the different TV series.
They even show all the movies.
Yeah.
And I know they do little changes of the characters each series, each episode, each movie. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
But to get so far off.
It's really a slap in the face.
A little homage to the original Scooby-Doo title sequence.
Mm-hmm.
But they play the What's New Scooby-Doo title sequence.
Mm-hmm.
I like both series.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Do one or the other. I know the What's New Scooby-Doo was newer at the time.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do an homage to the classic Scooby-Doo, play the theme song.
Yeah, this one, it was terrible.
It was.
But honestly, I think the next one's worse.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to the next one. Scooby-Doo, Curse of the Lake Monster. This one follows the gang. They're still not Mystery Incorporated. They're still in high school.
Yes.
And
it is the end of the school year.
yes. And so they go to Daphne's.
Daphne's uncle place, because he has just built a new country club.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to work there to pay off their debt to...
Old Man Winkles.
because they accidentally burnt his barn to the ground while solving a mystery.
No hint of this in anywhere, but other than just the mention of it.
They they show it like, man, I hate we have to pay this off, and then next scene they do a back. You would think right then would be the backstory part.
Mm-hmm.
No, they wait, then do a reveal that Daphne and Fred are dating.
Yep.
Then to do the backstory. Instead of just doing like a little bit of the backstory and then more of it.
Mm-hmm.
But and also Scooby-Doo for some reason has now taken up scrapbooking. And it's not explained.
No.
He wants a hobby.
Let him have it. Whatever. If it makes him happy, that's fine by me. Because obviously this movie didn't make me happy.
No. And that's pretty much why they said it makes him happy right now.
If it makes he starts realizing that he has mad feelings for Velma. He's like, okay, I'm madly in love with her. I want to be in a relationship with her, but he just doesn't know how to ask her.
Yeah.
And so, he's trying and everything, and then Velma, she finds this blue rock at the beach
called Moonstone.
Yeah, Moonstone, which apparently is part of a Native American tradition where these rocks would be related to the moon or something.
Yeah.
And so, Shaggy, he's trying to get in a relationship with Velma, doesn't know how to do it. Velma, she is enthralled with this moon rock.
Yeah.
And, she is just, trying to find more. She's interested in, just all sorts of stuff, which is fine. I mean, that's her. She's into researching stuff.
Yeah, and then there's this the breakdown of the relationship between Daphne and Fred, and
it's a bunch of teen drama shit.
Relationship issues.
And then we get to our villains, who are,
it's the lake monster, this legend from from the surrounding area, and it's a giant frog that walks on 2 legs and has teeth.
Yeah. And find out that this frog is this hooded person who you don't know who is.
Yeah.
And by the way, the hooded person that you find out who it is
whole magic thing. It's silly. It's weird. Shaggy finally confesses his feelings to Velma, and they kiss, and she goes, well, there's no chemistry in that.
Yep. Really, she just kind of slugs him off.
Yes, and then Daphne and Fred are like, yeah, us either. Which, okay, maybe I can see the chemistry. It never fully come out and say. They always hint at it in the shows, in some of the movies. They always hint at it. You'll always think that Fred and Daphne, they do a build-up of it. Not a very good one, but they do this build-up. And then just snuff it out. It's really worthless to the plot. Scooby-Doo has even less to do with this one than the other one.
Yep. And pretty much every time he is on screen, he's doing some kind of like Looney Tunes style cartoon character thing.
Yeah, he rips off the Roadrunner in one scene. And he's jealous of Shaggy. Okay. It doesn't make any sense. And then at the end, it's like, okay, everything's back to normal.
Yep. But honestly, guys, I'm going to go ahead and spoil the ending just because I don't want you to have to sit through this.
Yeah.
Velma is the person behind it all.
Yes, an evil witch took control over her mind when she touched the Moonstone for the first time.
Mm-hmm. And caused her to, seek more Moonstones and, basically start becoming into a witch herself with a bunch of warts and controlling the frogs and everything. Which, it's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
It's just stupid.
Yeah, and Shaggy confessing his feelings to her breaks the spell. Okay, sure. Well, that's really touching, and in the next scene we'll snuff it out. For even what it had going for it, it failed.
Yep. And the last part of this movie, like the last scene, where everybody is... It basically turns into singing dance number.
Yeah,
and they're
doing a rap too.
It's a rap. It's like a mixture of 70s meets hip hop meets just terribleness. I mean, it was hard to watch, and they tried to throw in like classic villains and stuff in this montage, which they did a piss poor job of it, but yeah, they tried.
They both tried to throw in classic villains and make an homage to this movie itself by bringing one of the frogmen back. It was almost like, yeah, we're putting this up there with classic Scooby-Doo. And no.
Honestly, this movie and the one before it felt like Cartoon Network was dropping its pants and taking a huge dump right on Scooby-Doo. Because that's what it felt like. It really felt like that.
It pretty much said, you're taking in all these crap cartoons, we'll give you the full platter. Is what it was. Which, a show that's been going so long, that Cartoon Network has been fully using for so long. A lot of the time they'll have these shows as bumpers when they can't have any other programming on.
Yeah.
For a show that, for so many people taken such high regard, that so many people love these characters, and they have portrayed them for so many years, and then to bring them in like this.
I don't even care if you are in a transitional period. Don't do that. These movies were truly just terrible. Don't ever waste your time with them.
No.
Because they are both getting some of the lowest ratings I've ever given. So I'll start. I'm going to give this one a 0.1 out of 10. That is the lowest I have ever given on this show.
I just gave it a 0 before.
Yeah, well, that's definitely the lowest rating that's ever been on the show.
Yes.
But yeah, 0.1's mine.
I didn't like it. It tried to pull itself out a little bit. It was like, I got my fingertips on it. Oh, I let go.
Yep.
It was bad from start to finish. Even what it tried to go through, it cut itself off. Oh, and at the end where they become incorporated.
Yeah.
I'll help you become incorporated so you don't have any more issues with your clients. Well, I guess it did make come full circle.
Yeah, a very shitty circle. But anyway, so tell us, guys, have you seen these movies? Scooby-Doo Mystery Begins or Scooby-Doo Curse of the Lake Monster? If you have, what'd you think of them? Did you like them? Did you dislike them? Share your thoughts on these. If you liked them, please tell us why and how you liked them, because I am legitimately curious how you liked it, why you liked it. So if you liked it, please tell us in the comments. If you didn't like it, tell us what you didn't like about it, because I'm pretty sure we'll agree on many of the things that you bring up. But anyway, comment below, let us know. We'd love to hear your feedback. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe.
Be sure to check out our other videos.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. If you have any movie suggestions or TV suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And, as always,
he's Corey.
He's Alan.
And we're CNA Films and Animation, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys later.